Terran, I've returned. Terran, are you held up in something? Oh, there you are. Were you asleep, little Terran? No. Were you working on this lovely little, well, home is a bit of an overstatement. Camp? Were you working on your camp? Well, if you weren't working, then why didn't you come to the ship to greet me, Terran? It is I, your new friend, remember? Terran, has your species not mastered object permanence? I need to consult the manual. We are your friends, remember? Friends? We met on Parvoid 6. I helped you to survive the hunt. Do you remember the hunt, Terran? Then I brought you here. Yes, here. Your own planet. Can't you recall? Oh, well, then why aren't you overjoyed to see me? I was fairly sure most of the mammals on Terra bore their teeth when they were pleased. But your mouth, well, it seems tightly drawn. You're unhappy? With what, dear? Oh! You're unhappy with me? I can't say that I follow, Terran. Here, why don't we snuggle up in your leaf bed and you can explain it to me? Nonsense, Terran. I may have been a small bit unsure about the, smiling mouth teeth thing, but I know you Terrans are pack animals. Very tribal. You just can't resist being close to someone, especially after a period alone. It's simply your nature. That's what makes us such good friends. You look not right. You've twisted your face up. I don't recognize this expression. Is that a sign that your claimed unhappiness is increasing or worsening? Well, then lay down with me. I'll pet your hair. Get my fill of those very nice pheromones. You can listen to my heart's beating. I have 3 of them, so I am positive you will be relaxed. Just come listen. Terran, I must insist. I can't make you feel better if you won't explain to me what is wrong. You most certainly haven't told me a thing. And you're working yourself up into a tizzy. You're blushing, I do declare. I think I heard that on a broadcast somewhere. Now, what is on your mind? That's crazy talk. You do like it here? This place has everything you need. I checked the pamphlet, and I'm sure that you don't feel that strongly opposed to my presence. Your species is documented as being naturally friendly. You've got a weird look on your face. Am I using a word wrong? My internal translators can sometimes miss a few crucial nuances. Oh. There, Terran. Give me but a moment. I'm sure this is a simple language barrier. That must be the problem. It seems I've been using this word friend incorrectly. Yes, that is exactly right. We aren't friends, are we? I'm so glad we've sorted that out. Now, if my new pet would kindly lie down so I can hold them, that would be lovely, don't you think? Now you've twisted your face up in a different expression. If I didn't know better, I'd say you look confused. Is this simply too much for your IQ, dear? Maybe I chose poorly. Oh, it's possible I didn't do any research or testing before claiming. Is this it? It is, isn't it? I will have to do more research. Perhaps make this place safer. Their IQ seems to be less than anticipated. I am so sorry, Terran. I knew the guides and pamphlets talked about an acclimation process, but I simply assumed your time here would be enough. Familiar-ish surroundings, plenty of food, a decent challenge with which to throw yourself at. I've read that was what your species thrived on. Challenge, adversity. I suppose that this means we will have to do this together, perhaps step by step. Oh, well, I'm picking you up, and since you so astutely saw that you can get positive reinforcement by behaving, you're so very smart, aren't you, Darian? Although your IQ might be lacking. Oh, why did I pick you up? I swear, Terran, inflections are so convoluted. There it is. I'm breeding familiarity, Terran. Supposedly, that's the first step to bonding with your kind. I thought the hunt would have been a sufficient meeting. Something about drama bonding. But evidently, I was wrong. But that's okay, we're learning. So now I'm holding you by your base, not by your limbs, because terriers are so very fragile. You're so cute. I'm positioning you in such a way that I consume most of your visual field. Don't look away. Right here, look at me. All the while, I'm talking to you in this nice, soft voice, which will apparently help stimulate your neurons to remember me in association with serenity and safety and friendliness, my pet. I know. It's so important that you feel heard. So I do acknowledge that you are speaking. However, I am ignoring the content for the time being. It's important that I do not break the closeness when I am forming a connection with you. Don't want to confuse you. No. If I did, I might stunt your emotional growth. Oh, I don't want that, do we? Oh, it's okay. I hear your denial, Terran. I know that this all makes very little sense to your small human mind, but I know best. Yes. Your species' emotional stages have been very well quantified, and with what you've experienced, it was traumatic. This apprehension makes complete sense. I don't know how I missed it before, but don't you worry. I am perfectly willing to wait for you to come around. After all, whether I'm holding you or I'm cuddling you to me, it's still close to you, and well, I'm getting my fill either way. Oh, why are you so fidgety with your struggles, Terran? I'm stronger than you. Tell me what's wrong. No, not that. What's really wrong? Is my skin too cold for you? My grip too tight? Oh, my patience wanes. Darling, I know you like this. It's ingrained in your biology. The books say so. It's a defense mechanism. When your kind was evolving on your cute little mud ball, you gave up venom for your blunt teeth, thorns for fuzzy little hands, and big, cute eyes. You see, you're a submissive species, helpless when naked, That's why you make such good pets. You are designed to be just tough enough to survive alone, but adorable enough to attract the attention and affection of a more advanced species, to love you, to protect you, to make sure your species goes on. That's why you give off such alluring pheromones, to signal to someone like me the desire to protect you. It is alluring, I must admit. It's all the dangling, isn't it? You aren't used to being held up. No worries. How about we lay down on your nice little leaf pile, and I'll hold you close until you fall asleep. Here we are, Terran. Two warm bodies, just like home, resting in this patch of thermally heated light, atop the few cool leaves you've collected. Such a good bed. It's nice, isn't it? Oh, shh, don't fret, little one. You'll like this soon enough. Now, why don't we plan for my next arrival, The study says that Terrians like being given small decisions so they could taste a little control but not stress about the big picture. Your politics are appalling. I have no idea how you survived this long. But would you, my darling, would you, my Terran, enjoy that? Small decisions? Oh, very well. Let's see. My bliss response dropped over a few cycles, but they were particularly stressful ones. My window for hormonal love balance seems to be rather large, so I could wait to return. Then again, I'd imagine the domestication process, this bonding activity we've been experimenting with, may suffer if there are long stretches of time between sessions. I suppose I've got some free time in 2 rotations. Oh, wait. My heat is coming up then, isn't it? I don't think I should subject you to that this early in our friendship. I mean, ownership, petship. I'll have to look that up. So then, 3 half rotations of wiggle room. Ensure that it's all out of my system. But I do have that meeting on Jaris. Terran, would you rather I return in 8 or 11 standard cycles? 11? Well, I didn't think you'd understand cycle units this early. You're very, very smart, Terran. Yes, you are. Listen to my tone. Say, Terran, do you think you will be falling asleep soon? I do have places I need to be, and they aren't more important than you per se. But if you were unconscious, I could leave, and then you'd wake up feeling all warm and fuzzy, no more the wiser. Tell me, are you tired after all your work on this place that you've been building? Are you sure? Because it would seem you've been working very hard. I mean, this camp, it's so impressive. I think it is for your standards, at least. Honestly, it seems rather small to me, but so do you. So it all balances out, I think. Oh, was that a yawn? Weird. I thought it would sound different. But that does mean you are tired, does it not? Oh, wonderful. Wait, are you lying? No? Okay. Well, why don't you close your eyes? I do believe that's important to your sleep process. You sleep with your eyes closed, correct? Read that right. Okay. There now. I'm glad I read that correctly. There. Now, how long do you have to sit there till... Oh, snoring, I think. rattle in the chest. It's a good sign. Here I thought a Terran had to enter REM sleep for that to happen. Must have misread that little note. So much to learn. You are so cute on your leaves. Try so hard. Smells so addicting. Actually, on second thought, perhaps I should call someone more experienced in your species to come take a look at you. Wouldn't be too invasive. Your snoring doesn't sound anything like what was on that file. Perhaps you are sick. Oh, the snoring stopped. It's rather odd, but I guess I don't mind it one bit. I'll just lean down and get one last... and then leave you here. Make my way back to the ship. Wait. Was I supposed to be quiet while the Terran was sleeping? Or was it taste that wakes them up? Smell? Oh, it's probably taste. My darling looks unconscious to me. I had better go. Such a refreshing visit. But I have kept Pillow waiting long enough. Sleep soundly, little one. No Terrians were harmed in the making of this audio. If you enjoyed this, go ahead and like and subscribe. If you want more, there's a .5 episode in the members area and on Patreon. Toodaloo.